Hey guys, my name is Nexus, and this is Hush Hush Sweet Harlot, made by a collection of people. April 17th, 2000, comes in both English and German versions, 2 separate missions for each. So we start off with Ithel, KGoodsell, Jonquil, Kyloe. Oh wait, no, would that be Kyloe? I could see that. Threepwood, Beaky, and then some beta testers who we should likely know by now since I've played their missions. But this is definitely a must play. It's definitely showing a lot of the history of Thief, and it's one of the better city missions. You're not going into the individual buildings as much, which is a little bit disappointing, but not unexpected for the time frame. But other than that, it's a pretty good mission overall with little bumps along the way. So, moving right along. Okay, so this is supposed to be normal, hard, then expert, but for some reason when you select normal from the new game screen, it shows up as expert. Okay, so there is a nice use of sound in this mission, if you couldn't tell from the dog barking. It's always nice to have little touches like that. Instead of just hearing silence, you can hear some wind, you can hear a lot of other stuff that's just ambient noise.
This is private property. Be on your way at once.
Oh, I'm so glad he's actually working for once. Probably shouldn't have done that just then. Oh, no, don't... Okay, there we go. So that's a New Dark issue. I have tried it on a non-New Dark Thief Gold, and it worked fine. So I'm not sure what's causing me to be unable to grab the key without knocking him out and, you know, grabbing his body. But it does make it impossible to ghost if you're keeping score, which I am not. I never do. Okay, good. Got him. So yeah, the ghosting in this would be really nice, except for, obviously, you know, getting caught right there, and then there are some other places where you are likelier to get caught than if you weren't playing on New Dark version. Let's see. Now we wait for the guard to slowly make his sauntering journey over here.
People up above me get all the light and get all the favors, and I don't have another thing to eat in days. Intruder! Help! Help!
That's strange. He seems to do that occasionally, especially if you lean around the corner. I'm not really sure what's causing that because I wasn't able to be seen. Seriously. There we go. Okay, so this is a rather large city mission. It is probably one of the larger ones, made with an entirely new city, and not one based on the city in the original missions. Definitely the largest in, like, probably the first 3 years of fan missions, and I'm trying to think of one that's actually bigger. Oops. So that contained nothing important but some story about the Hammerites. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a city that's definitively bigger and not subjectively bigger, because this one is rather sprawled out, and that doesn't include cities that have a lot of underground parts. But I don't know, it's kind of hard to think of one. Especially one where you go, like, need to go through so much of the city. Because most of the city missions I can remember, you could skip a lot of it. The only thing that was there was loot. You do, however, need to go this way, as it's the only way past the gate that's down there. Okay, now comes my least favorite part. The cathedral section.
Yay.
which
comes
is
unto me?
populated by some very annoying people.
And the builder said, if the found...
Specifically all these jerks. I need that, thank you.
Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon.
That mistake shall cost
okay.
thee thy life.
That's gonna be an issue. I wonder if I have time to read this. Probably. Okay, so, behold the greatness of him who made thee. Let thy gratitude be expressed in the work of thy hands.
To me!
Let thy lips be filled with fearful song. Let thy mouth shape his praise, lest he crush thee in his anger.
Thou art for it now!
So this is interesting, isn't it? He just really wants to go over there to try and hit me, but that's okay. I'll probably just knock him out through the door anyway. If he even thinks about actually opening the door, which he usually doesn't. That's just some flavor text as well, which is always nice to see.
Shalt not escape me for long, thief.
This is gonna be a continual issue, isn't it?
Cease thy hiding,
right here.
craven.
Let's go. Yeah, I have not found a good way to take out all three of them quickly without having to use this gas arrow, which I would much prefer using on something else. It's almost kind of necessary to use it on something else, so I'm gonna try and save it. Of course, then I usually end up saving it too much. I have no idea what key opens that door, by the way. It only leads out to the street, but I haven't found a key that actually opens that door, which is really strange. Not this way? Yeah, not that way. I need to go somewhere else first. Specifically, the door comes out there, so I don't know what would open it. How'd you hear? You were all the way over here.
That's it. You've had it.
And the good news is, I can actually still use that now. That was something that was missing from New Dark 0.19, I believe. Yeah, 0.19 didn't have it, and neither did 1.8. Come see Thomas Middleton's A Chaste Maid in Cheapside now on stage at the gloriously restored Atlas Theater. All shows cancelled while quarantine is in effect. Warden. Now that quarantine thing is pretty interesting, isn't it? But they never actually explain what the quarantine is, what it's for, why it exists, stuff like that. There's just a quarantine on the city. But yeah, the quarantine not explained. No idea what it is. That wasn't what I was talking about before the quarantine thing came up, was it? No, I was talking about New Dark. Might as well trigger this voice.
Damn, there has to be another way in.
In trouble? Looking for money? Bored with your laggard spouse? Dancers wanted. Other positions also available. Our clients pay through the nose. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Physician under contract to treat incidental illness. Ask for Mall. Two things with that. Firstly, this is the back door? Or is it the front door? I'm not sure. But you really probably shouldn't be putting that on a sign outside your business that the clients pay through the nose. That, I don't know, that just kind of strikes me as being the wrong thing to say if your clients actually manage to take a look at it. So there's that. If you notice, I only have one lockpick. That should be my first step, is to go grab that. But I need to get something else first, or else I'll have to come back here anyway. He's gonna do this, isn't he? Okay, well. I basically don't even have to use water arrows anywhere but here. So I'll just deal with that as it happens. This key. But yeah, we're searching for our lockpick, which is being held by a lady of ill repute, I suppose, would be the way to put it. That gate is open. Interesting. So yeah, we're trying to find our lockpick, which has been left behind where we spent the night, presumably, but they don't... There's no real explanation for that, and there doesn't really need to be either, so it's alright. It is funny that that happens, though. But, yes, I'm quite glad that 0.20 and 0.21 New Dark actually fixed the, I suppose it's technically a bug, but it's not, is that you can knock people out. What did I just grab? I think I just grabbed the sword. So yeah, this is overlooking this. There's nothing through that door. You can't do anything up here, but it's all this. So if you read the note, or rather if you didn't read the note, that was about the same thieves we found in the Bone Horde. It's just a little note from them mentioning their exploits. I'm not sure why they didn't take their equipment with them, but they didn't, and that is their loss and our gain, especially since they're already dead. So, from what I can tell, this is supposed to be the city, but it's a different... I don't understand this at all. I think that's a reference to someone on a forum somewhere. Information leading to the capture of a little mouse. But yes, New Dark, 0.20 and 0.21... Why am I going this way? I need to go the other way. It fixed the issue where you couldn't be completely concealed in shadow, which is actually kind of an issue. Now I need to wait for this guy to slowly saunter over, because there is a guard straight to the left after this wall. And I need to get him in order to proceed. Not this guy.
Odd noise.
I'm kind of hoping I can knock him out without alerting. Okay, good. I did.
What's that? Who goes?
There we go. Usually he sees you, but I guess this time he didn't. I really wish that automatic looting actually worked in this, because it would make things so much easier for me not to have to go rifling around bodies. That would be nice. That ladder doesn't go anywhere. I'm not really sure why it's there, but it's a nice touch. Nice little detail. So something interesting is that I can actually climb this gate. I wish more fan missions had this, because that's realistic. It's realistic and it works. Let's see. I need to go to a very specific location, don't I? Oh, yeah, not that way. That's just the police. I should probably grab that loot, because I will probably end up short if I don't.
Is that you? See anything?
This barrel.
Rats.
This barrel is not my friend. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be an issue. Because you can't mantle this barrel, you have
Don't know what it was.
you have to steadily attempt to climb it so that you can get up here. Hello. You are my friend. Please do not hurt me. Hooray! He has accepted my bribe.
You'll have to do better than that.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part is that guy who will almost always be alerted. And will pretty much never ever not alert.
As soon as I find you, you're dead.
However, he ignores you pretty quick.
Murder!
Yeah, he ignores you fairly quickly. You can grab this, it's basically the only thing in here. But you make out with a whole nother gas arrow, so I suppose that's something. It's like you never even used it. There's nothing in there. There's... is there something down here? Because I think this is just back to... yeah, it is. This is the other side of that gate, and there's nothing else here. Okay. Good to know. Oh, wait, no, there's this. Without an understanding of the nature of the universe, a man cannot know where he is. Without an understanding of its purpose, he cannot know what he is, nor what the universe itself is. Let either of these discoveries be hid from him, and he will not even be able to give a reason for his own existence. Marcus Aurelius, the Second Keeper. I feel like that is a famous quote, but I actually don't know, and I didn't think to look it up before doing this, so I have no answer. I'm sure people are capable of Googling it themselves. Okay, so now the main part of the mission, which is this place. That is a fake door. This is the actual part of the mission. A bathhouse. But the baths are closed until further notice by order of the City Health Department. Morose. There's nothing in the pool that I could find. There's nothing behind that door because it's fake. And the only thing that matters is what's up here. Which is this door and this lovely music. Which is entirely too quiet, so some of the effect is lost there. I'm not even sure if it's going to come through properly. It's why I stopped talking. And then there's that. So this is a bathhouse. It's also a brothel. I don't have an issue with the concept of it, nor do I have an issue with making a fan mission out of it. I just really wish they hadn't used quite such obnoxious voiceovers. And they really are far too frequent. Most of the AI in Thief have, you know, idle noises. That whistling is one of them.
Who made that noise?
And they made it whistling because it's less intrusive than words. Because you instinctively want to hear words in case, you know, there's something important.
How come she gets the nice ones? Hey!
What was that? What was that?
You may have accidentally startled some people. And let's just go with that.
Oh no!
I very much doubt. There we go. Come here, mister. Yeah, the ladies are a little bit strange to me. And this here is something that's even stranger. It should be a loot item, but it's not, so that's definitely going to throw off your loot count if you're trying to go 100%. But yeah, some of the things they say just are really out of place to me. They're not things that people would actually say. So it strikes me as weird.
Lady Molly, madam, with your pardon, I would like to kiss your lip.
I guess it was
Nay,
nothing.
good sir, I were unchaste if I would suffer that. My hand to you, sir.
I do see the old ingredient virtue was not lost, nor money used to make your compound. There is a strange nobility in your eye. This lip, that chin. I think you do resemble the daughters of the House of Valois, or even the lady at Pemberley.
Troth, and I have been likened to all these maidens.
Nature never bestowed upon mortality a more unblamed, a more harmonious feature. Sweet Molly, let me be particular.
Particular, sir. I pray you know your distance.
I cry your pardon, Madam Molly.
And if you pardon me your cries, that pardon shall you have.
Ouch.
Right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, stuff like that is what I'm talking about. It's very out of place. And then she'll start complaining about, because she has an idle voice that says, you know, how come she gets all the good ones? Like, right in front of customers. It's
How many
really
guards
strange.
do they have in here anyway?
Well, where hides Morose tonight? I haven't seen him since yesterday. Is he peeping down on Molly again from his secret room upstairs?
Even if Homie wouldn't peep tonight. Molly stuck with 2 mild-mannered foreign merchants tonight who are too polite to touch her. She's gulling them, I'm sure, but Morose would be bored by such a witty exchange.
Well, I heard he's got money problems and he can't pay his bills.
We've got plenty of crowns around here, just not the kind one can put in a purse. He's run up quite a bill at the apothecary's shop.
The apothecaries? What does he need from there?
That's where we get the mercury.
Well, what do you need mercury for?
You really are a dull knave, aren't you? Come upstairs after your shift is over. Alison will explain it to you.
Nah, I know what you mean, wench. I think.
Sure you do, big boy. But what does she have that I don't? How come
And then she
gets
transitions into that, which is always interesting. So yeah, that conversation a little bit strange.
good?
Why?
Don't make me mad.
All I can ask you is why. But I will say that this is on a lot of people's top fan mission lists. I can definitely see it. For the time, this was, you know, absolutely phenomenal. The size of the city, the details that are in here. But when you look at it from the perspective of the now, it does fall a little bit short in certain things. And that's kind of unfortunate. Now, if I don't get these guys a certain way, they'll run screaming out.
Right there.
Do I have their key yet? Hang on, I
Hello?
might have this key.
Hello?
There we go.
Good.
So that's important. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah. So nothing there was particularly important. It's just more story, which isn't bad. It just isn't really important. Now, if I don't knock these guys out the
I
proper
hate
way,
rats.
if I don't knock them out the proper way, they'll get rather angry with me.
What's
And they'll
that
run
in the
upstairs.
shadow there?
And unfortunately, these guys,
I guess it was
this
nothing.
model just has
Who's
a
that?
inability to be knocked out except from a back blackjack.
Hello?
Now the thing with the mercury that they were talking about, I'm actually wondering if that was a real thing, because I have never heard of anything involving mercury, but
Is someone there?
I don't
Who
know.
made that noise?
It's possible.
Thought you had performance issues.
Oh boy. That's super special. Thank you. Come here. Let's toss you over there. There is a guard over there that I just don't really feel like dealing with right now. Then we need the key that I got at the apothecary's. That one conversation downstairs. Oh boy.
I
What
wonder
would
what
have
happened here.
It's what would have convinced you to come up here. Here is my lockpick, which can be a little bit difficult to see. And then that tells us where she went, and that new objective we got is telling us go find her because you're not a monster. Now this door is a little bit weird because it tends to get stuck halfway through for some reason. Oh good. I'm glad it didn't this time. I can always tell when it will, and I usually just reload until it fixes itself, but I'm not really sure what's up with that.
Nice.
Unless I'm thinking of a different door.
Hey,
someone
wait
there?
your turn.
Hey, help! Help! Don't let him get me! There's a guy over here!
Yeah,
Help me!
go have fun. There's actually nothing in here, and they don't have any conversation, but it looks like they might have been, you know, supposed to have, and maybe it got cut. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Just thought it was kind of interesting. And it will alert the guard, so I don't have to deal with him. This is another empty room with nothing in it. I always, you know, I've started to wonder if maybe New Dark is, like, somehow corrupting certain things so that things will like disappear or just not be there.
Hey, think just pay me up. Oh, you want to play games?
But yeah, I'm not sure why there are empty rooms here. I'm not sure if there were things that were planned and it was still released. I can't really find any reference to it.
Look there, he's got a...
Okay, you're still here, aren't you? Wait, where did he go? Oh, okay. I'm glad he's elsewhere then. I might have done that little rope arrow for no reason then. Good to know. So now I know where Chance is. Okay, just needed to double check that. So she's by some docks. We need to go find these docks. More specifically, there's only one way to get there, and it's going to involve backtracking. Which is, in fact, one of the reasons why I knock out everybody, aside from the fact that it just lets me be able to run through a mission if I'm missing anything. It also lets me backtrack with no problems, because there are some missions that require a lot of that. Canal lock number 5, see lock foreman for assistance. No admittance after hours, trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay, where am I? I don't like how... I always complain about this, I realize, but I really don't like it when people lock doors for no reason. It strikes me as extremely pointless and a waste of time. So what I require now is to do this. Now you need to put at least 2, but I would recommend putting 3, if not 4. Obviously this is the docks. We need to open up the gate, which, that's a fake door. It would have been much simpler if they had just made that door go to that, because that's where we need to go, and we're going to have to go through some sewers to get there. Everybody's favorite part of any city mission is the sewers, of course. Now, they aren't very extensive sewers, but I still find it really kind of disappointing when they make you go through sewers. It just strikes me as so cliche, just as a general gaming technique. So we gotta pick this lock. Again, also kind of a pointless lock. It makes sense, but it's also kind of one of those things where it's like, you're going to have to come through here probably at least twice on your first try. This facility has been condemned by order of the City Council. No trespassing. And that's assuming that you didn't, like me on the first try, came through here, saw the lever, pulled it, didn't realize it closed the other door, had to come back, pull it, and then put the crates down. But if you wanted to come here earlier, there's another gas arrow. There's a lot of broadheads that aren't going to help you if you're trying to ghost or just not kill things. But yes, if there were not New Dark issues, you would probably be able to ghost this quite easily. The only issue is that one guy you have to knock out to take his key. Ah, right, you're here. Oh. Barracks, everybody. It's not like it matters, I'm going super speed down this slide. It's not actually a slide. You know, the bunny hopping is probably the thing I miss most in Thief 2. Okay. Ah, that made noise that it shouldn't have made. That's new. It definitely doesn't make noise when you only put 2 down. but apparently it will occasionally make noise if you put 3. Interesting. So, back down to the barracks. Because as far as I know, there's nothing down here either, except to get to that lever. Okay, there we go. So I'm actually going to point this out too. The light's blinking. Now I say that because I went and played fan mission, not for recording. Not yet. I think it's like 2003, 2002. So I occasionally play old missions just for fun. And I didn't remember why I had given this mission such a low personal rating, and I didn't have any notes on it. So I went back and played it and realized I don't have epilepsy, but this is giving me almost seizures with how bad the light was strobing. So I'm definitely gonna have to be putting up some kind of warning when I record that one, because yeah, that's not good. I did just pass through that. I wonder if it makes it transparent. Or not transparent. Not translucent. I can't remember the word. I am in shadow. You cannot see me.
A yard was not supposed to hurt.
And yeah, I got shot. I expected that. I waited around too long. It doesn't even matter though, because we're basically at the end of the mission right now. In one of the readables, it mentioned that there was a guy that had been thrown overboard. Some missions that do that like to include a body in the water. I don't think this one did, or at least I haven't found it. Then again, I wasn't really looking for it either, so that's not surprising. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. Maybe the engine? Yeah, I'm thinking these guys will see me almost no matter what. Because I've managed to do fairly well not getting seen occasionally and still get caught, and they still freak out. Canal traffic, sea lock, foreman for assistance, cross bridge to canal office. Which would be that way.
Hello? Show!
Hello. Thank you. Let's see, I need this. I would like to get out of the water. Thanks. Ah, dang it. Okay. Just a moment, I'll get out of the water. Oh, that was weird. Okay, well, I'm not going to complain. Do I have a key for this? Do I need a key for this? I need a key for this, don't I? How about this one? There we go. Now, I do find it a little bit strange that there's just so many different areas to go here. There was definitely a concern way back in this era of missions, is space limitations. Okay, so I'm just gonna break this door down then. Now that would be the end of the mission, because I've just figured out where Chance is. So somehow, not really sure about that. Oh, I'm just supposed to find his name and address. I really hate archers. Go to sleep, you jerk. There we go. Okay. So there's a locked door up that way, or a gate rather. Hey, I think I just found the way I'm supposed to go.
Was that supposed to hurt?
Okay, let's try this. Not a door. Lovely. Okay, so where is all this loot I'm missing? I'm missing over 300 loot. It's 300 that I need to complete the mission, but there's 800 more than that, which is really frustrating because that's over 1,000 loot that I don't have for some reason or another. Don't think I missed anything up. This isn't a very vertical mission. I'm trying to think of anything I would have missed that would have actually been a real case, because I've gone that way and there's nothing there to open, there's nothing there to open, there's nothing down there to open. There's nothing over here. Let's see, I do have a rope arrow, which might indicate something like that. But you can see this isn't even a door. I robbed the police station. The place with the quote was not openable and it didn't have anything up that I could have gotten. I robbed this place. There's nothing open over that way. That's that place. This is this location. There's that. There's that which doesn't open. There's that where I've been. That's not a door. That's not a door. That's just a dude.
Thought I saw something.
This might be no. This just leads up here to this. Does this lead anywhere? Maybe. Oh yeah, hey, cool. I found 100. So that's something. I mean, I'd really like to actually finish this mission even though I don't need to.
I heard something.
I'm gonna ignore all those guys. Oh, come on. What a shot. Okay, I give up then. Yeah, a painful 1,000 loot being missed. No, I really don't know where the extra loot would be, except probably, no, I went through all of there. Actually, I went through that whole brothel place. So yeah, there was probably just some little ring somewhere on someone's bedside I might have missed. There might be some other location. I mean, there's gotta be if there's 1,000 loot missing. That there's quite a bit out there, so definitely well hidden. Props to them. I don't really have the time to dedicate to going 100% on all of these because I can really only record 3 days a week for about 3 or 4 hours each. That's not a choice, that's an actual, I literally can't record any more than that, and that includes editing time too. So yeah, I need to get my schedule a little bit more free time would be nice, but I don't think I'll be able to arrange that anytime soon, so 30-minute missions are kind of about my limit at this point. If something takes longer, I'll have to stop it halfway through. But yeah, other than that, pretty solid mission, nice city mission, good overall, I would say. It's definitely deserves to be on like a top list just for history's sake, even, because it's one of those better city missions that's one of the early ones. So I will see you guys next time.